Let's have a look. We are live. Are we live already? It seems that way. Seems that way indeed. See if anyone comes into the chat. Can you hear me? Evening Glenn, says Chris. Hello mate, how you doing? I hope you're all good. Welcome to my channel Bitglen. My name's Glenn and I like to share with you what I learn in the world of cryptocurrency as I go through it. Let's just wait a second. Let's get the link. How do I get the link to this video? I'll just tell the guys. I am doing stuff. You guys can't. To you, it just looks like I'm just staring into thin space. But let's bring this display capture up so you can at least see what I'm doing. So I'm just inviting the guys from the Team Bitglen Telegram group chat, which you can be a part of. The link should be in the description of this video. And I have to point out actually that we have just hit 200 members in the group now, so that's really good news. Want to say a massive thank you to the admins for all their hard work and chatting to the new people that join in. I really do appreciate it. Let's move this down a bit. Here we go. That probably looks better. There we go. There we go. That looks a bit better. Yeah, so there's 200 people now in the Team Bitglen group chat, so that's really good. We had over 200 before. This was like a long time ago when cryptocurrency was going crazy, but it was just a load of like porn bot things and scams and shillers, and we used to just keep banning them over and over again, and they just kept coming in. So we have been at 200 before, but I feel like now it's more. There's 200 organic, like genuine people that are interested in cryptocurrency. We don't really have anyone shilling or scamming anything in the group chat. So to me, it's a really big accomplishment. I'm really happy with that. And like I say, I want to give a big thank you to all the admins for all their hard work and keeping the live chat going. Even during the darkest of times, that chat has always been going. So people sort of build relationships and bonds over a set period of time, so that's really good to see. I'm really happy with that. So you can follow me obviously over at Twitter at Bitglen. Tag me in any news stories or articles, and don't forget to smash that like button. If you're watching this back later, just hit that like button for me. It will only take you a second, but it really does help the channel grow, so I really do appreciate that. We've got 4 people watching now. I'm going to eat these little squidgy teeth. That's because I haven't had no dinner or anything. I'm starving. What should we call this episode? The idea I had for today's video, and I was going to do a pre-recorded one. Hello River mate, how you doing? I hope you're okay. What trades have you been making lately? I know you've got some trades going on in the background. We're going to say buying shitcoins with Bitglen. So let's change that. Let's get rid of the Google and MetaMask thing, just so we've got the Team Bitglen thing further up. There we go. Nice and tidy. Nice and tidy. I'll check that out. Okay, so this isn't going to be one of my usual sort of 3-hour long live streams where obviously I just go on a tangent, or it might be, but I'm planning for it to be sort of a 20 minutes, half-hour long video. I haven't really been up to much. I've been really busy. So a bit of housekeeping. I've been really busy recently, and it's come to that time, and I sort of touched on it. If you guys have been watching my channel for a while, maybe you'll know about this or not, but I've actually bought a house, which obviously I plan to go up north and renovate the property. And I did say, oh, when that kicks in, once I start that, I'll be quite busy. It'll be hard for me to sit and record a video for an hour and then obviously edit it for 4 hours and then upload it. So I am planning on still trying. I'm going to try my best to... who's messed about with my mic? Hello, 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 hello. Hello. Is that too loud? What about this way? Hello? Hello? That's better. Yeah, so I plan to still try. I'm going to try my best to still do videos for you guys. But they may not be as frequent as what they have been for the last couple of months. So, obviously, because we've been on lockdown, I've had loads of time to sit and read and research and review coins and stuff like that, platforms. I don't know why I'm still eating, that's pretty rude. So what I'm trying to get across is that I am still doing videos. I'm not like abandoning the channel or anything like that. And if anything, this would be the best time to do it, because it seems like cryptocurrency is picking up momentum. Like, it seems like there's more people coming into the group chat, more people subscribing, more people liking. To me, that's normally a good indicator of new people searching for more content regarding cryptocurrency. Whereas when I made videos when it was like the quiet times, I'd be lucky if the video got like 50 views. I remember my videos went from like getting like a couple of 100 views very quickly to like just like 20 views, 8 views, and I'd be like, is there any point me even doing this, you know? But I maintained with it, kept it going. I just did a video every now and then. Normally when something big happened, or if something in my personal life I wanted to talk to you guys about. So I'm going to be going up north. When I say north, obviously if you're from another country, I'm going to be going north of my country to renovate a property. It's a property that I plan to literally buy, renovate, and then hopefully remortgage and get more money back than I actually paid for the house. So therefore I actually get a return on investment instantly, straight away, of 100%. And then obviously over time it goes up in value, plus you're earning rental income. Now my plan was to, with these properties that I would do up and sell, with sort of 10% allocation of anything I make from each stage of that process, I would actually purchase Bitcoin with it. And I still plan to do that. And it just means though that I'm going to be really busy. So if you don't see a video from me for like 3 days, 4 days, don't think, oh, Glenn's given up on his channel. It's not that at all. It's just that sometimes there's just not enough hours in the day. So it's been fine while I've been on lockdown. Like I say, I've been able to crank out the content, but it may slow down. The pace may slow down. Whether or not actually, if you guys don't mind, if you like me to just give you updates, obviously me talking into my phone, then I can obviously still do content like that quite regularly, actually, normally when I'm in the car or when I'm out and about. But I will be staying in a hotel all week, so I actually rang the hotel up. I said, what's your internet like? And they said, yeah, it's alright, like, it's public Wi-Fi. It's as good as you're going to get for public Wi-Fi. And I said, oh, so you mean it's going to be crap? She said, yeah, don't worry, you'll get all what you would want to do done. And I said, well, actually, I upload YouTube videos and they're really big files. Sometimes they're like 7-8 gig. And she was like, oh, yeah, I don't know if you'll be able to do that. So it all depends on how good the internet is up there. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take my laptop, my microphone, my webcam, my monitor. I'm going to put it all in like the boot of the car, set it up at the actual hotel in my room. And then what I'm planning on doing is in the evenings, I plan to try and record, edit, and then obviously upload a video. But depending on the Wi-Fi and time, obviously I don't want to be up till 2 in the morning if I've got to be up at 7 in the morning. So it may mean that I record a video one day and then obviously upload it a couple of days later. So I just thought I'd let you guys know that from the beginning. I don't want anyone to start saying, oh, Glenn's not doing content anymore. I plan to still do loads. I've got so many ideas for different videos in my head, but it's just fitting it all in. I just wish I could... If I was obviously a big enough YouTuber with enough subscribers and stuff like that, they usually pay someone. So you would pay like someone to... All I would do is just sit in front of the camera and talk, and then they actually sit there and edit it and upload it and do the thumbnail and everything like that. So really, that's the easiest bit, is talking to you guys. This, as you can see from this live video, I can just sit here and talk all day if you want me to. The hard bit is editing out all the crap that's in between me talking. So, and usually a lot of what I say. So, yeah, that's where I'm at. So I just thought I'd keep you guys posted. Anyway, what I wanted to share with you today is I have been trying to, as I said in my video a couple of days ago, if you was to get involved in any sort of DeFi projects at the moment, you can use DeFi Pulse, which I showed you that website. I hope you guys all watched it. DeFi Pulse. And I actually said that it reminds me a lot of sort of 2016, 2017, when altcoins and ICOs were just pumping for no reason, just purely because they were new that day, or they had an upgrade, or they had a mainnet launch, or their celebrity mentioned them on Twitter, or they were setting up an account with someone. All of these reasons the coin would pump, like, and not just like a 5% pump like you would see in the stocks and shares market. Like the other day they were talking about Tesla stock going up like a ridiculous amount, but it was only like, I don't know, like 8% or something in a day. Obviously in crypto that's not very special. So this seems to remind me of those sort of times. I'm seeing coins just pumping like 40% in a day and then backing off for a couple of days. And that reminds me of the ICO phase that we saw back in 2017. Now back then, obviously I didn't have as many options available to me, so that's on ramps, off ramps. All I had was just Coinbase. I don't think I had an account set up so I can do bank transfers, so it was always paying by card and paying the fee. It just seems a lot easier to get in and out of cryptocurrency now. I tend to find that if I want to sell something, so say I bought one of these coins, say synthetic, I could convert it into Ethereum, and as long as I can send that Ethereum to Coinbase, then I know it's cash in my hands. Like, I know at that point I can just click sell, and that happens instantly, and then I transfer it to my bank, and that normally takes about half an hour, something like that. Coinbase is really fast, so that's really good news. So where does that put me in the world of invested in cryptocurrency? I've got a decent chunk of Bitcoin now. I've got a decent chunk of Ethereum. I've got some CRO. I've got Hex token. So then where do I go from that? Now I could go down the route of picking one particular project that I really like and do loads of research on it, join their Telegram group chat, join their Instagram, their Twitter, all of that sort of stuff. Keep an eye on them, watch their YouTube videos, watch some other YouTubers review it. Just all stuff like that, accumulating knowledge for that particular project. And if I really thought, yeah, actually they've performed pretty well, and I can see they've had a correction here, but they bounce back from that, and it looks organic and healthy, then yeah, you invest into that coin. And the idea is that you invest in it and just hold on to the tokens for as long as humanly possible, whether that's 6 months, a year, 18 months, 2 years, 6 years, I don't know, whatever. That is always the plan. So what have I been doing? I've been doing the complete and utter opposite. I said to you guys that taking part in some of these DeFi projects, you haven't got enough time to read every single one and go through all their balance sheets and all their white papers and ICOs and all that sort of stuff. And usually when new coins come out, they tend to have a big drop off, like huge. From where they think the price of the token should be to where it actually ends up within a day or two. Normally very, very big difference. So I thought to myself, what if I was to just take part in putting money into altcoins or ERC20 tokens and then just watching them pump and then withdrawing the money. So this has all come about because I did that wirecard bet on Trading 212, which I did put the link to Trading 212, the app. I find it really helpful. Obviously I made about $1,500, $2,000 off that single trade. I think I've done pretty well. And I thought to myself, God, you can just buy the stock. Like literally in the app, you can buy the stock. And if it starts to go up, then obviously you just hold it until a point where it sort of flattens off or starts to come back. But if it starts to drop and it gets to near where you put in, you can just literally click sell. So then really all you've lost out on is the transaction fee, which I think, depending on what type of membership you got, you have lower transaction fees anyway. So I was thinking, well, that means that your money essentially would always go up. I'm not recommending this to anyone. I'm not saying this is financial advice. I'm doing the complete opposite to what I think you should do, because I feel like I've done mine already. So if you're new to this game, just, like I say, do loads and loads of research before you put any money into any project. But I'm not doing that. So what I've been doing is going over to DeFi polls, having a look. So yesterday, someone in the Telegram group chat, he actually posted, look, I think you should invest in KNC, which is the Kyber network. And I said, oh no, I've just invested in Synthetic, and Kyber network absolutely killed it. It's been performing. But I was really happy. My Synthetic went up something like 15%, 20% or something like that within the space of, couldn't have been no more than 8 to 10 hours. I actually did the trade in the morning and I cashed it out in the afternoon. And I actually ended up, I bought 6 whole Ethereum, or that's how much I transferred to the platform, to MetaMask. And as of right this second, let me see if I can get my MetaMask up. As of recording, I have now got $2,400 worth, which it doesn't actually tell you what that's worth in Ethereum, but I had about $2,000 worth. So I've made about $400 in the space of about 24, 48 hours. Again, I'm not suggesting you do this. I'm sure I can lose 400% over the next 4 days. So it's completely, to me, it feels completely like gambling. You're not looking into anything. You're not doing any reviews, any research. You're just jumping from one coin to another, investing whatever amount of money you want. But here's a point that I'd like to really bring to your attention, guys. I watched this Murray video on Facebook, and he was saying about how people always contact him, say, look, I want to be a millionaire. How do I become a millionaire like you? And the point that he was trying to make was, you don't need to figure out how to make £1 million. You don't need to figure out how to make $1 million. All you need to do is figure out, how do I make $10? Once you've figured out how you make that $10, you then do it 10 times. Therefore, you have £1,000. Well, you do whatever you did to get to that £1,000, you do that times 10. Now you've got 10,000. You times that again, you're at 100,000, and then you times that again by 10, and then you're at £1 million. Now, this could be anything in life. I don't know. You know, he used examples of people doing accountancy things from home, or being a social worker, or being a childminder, just anything where you work from home and was it work from home, and you can earn at least £10 from each sort of process or whatever you do. And he said once you figure that out, you will become a millionaire. If you can just constantly, continuously work at it, your money will go up. And I really agree with that. I actually agree with that more than any of the points that he's made. He's done quite a few YouTube videos now, but that one really sort of struck me, and I was thinking, no, I just need to figure out what makes me £10 a day. So I was thinking, what if I was to do these trades, and say if I put in, at the moment I've got $2,400 worth. Well, what if they sort of go up 5% in a day? Now, you might be watching that and think 5%, that's nothing in the world of cryptocurrency. Things go up and down 5% all the time. And that is exactly my point. What if you could put $2,500 into a project, whether you believe it or not, or whether it's a scam, whether it's a shilling thing? Obviously, you will come unstuck if you invest in a project and all of a sudden, within that minute or that short period of time, it drops 40 to 80%. Then obviously you'll be screwed. I completely comprehend that and get it and understand it, and I obviously recommend that you do your own research, your own due diligence, and don't spend more than you're willing to lose. So yeah, that's a possibility. But if you actually play it cleverly, and when the price of something goes up, don't chase 10x, don't chase 100x. This is what a lot of people do in cryptocurrency. They're all chasing that 100x coin because that's the easiest way. You go there, you put in £1,000 and you get in 100 times your 1,000. So you would end up with obviously 100,000, which obviously for some people is life changing. You could buy a house or pay off all your debts in a car and go on a nice holiday. They're the usual things that people spend their money on. But I'm not looking for that. I'm looking for... Oh, sorry, really tired. I'm looking for... What if I could just make $50 a day? Which is like a very small percentage of what I've actually invested. So I actually thought, God, if I could do that every single day, you actually work it out. And it works out something to like... Well, let's work it out together. If I was to make $50 a day... $50 times, and there's normally about 22 days in a month, like if you take out the weekends and stuff, that would be 1,100 a month. But obviously I would be relying on coins going up between 8 to 10% every single time I made a trade. So how can I do that? How can I keep an eye on all these different projects? I know nothing about them. It's very easy for me to keep an eye on, say, Hex, because I'm very invested emotionally, and obviously I've told you guys about Hex. So it's very easy for me to check the official website and check like, oh, how much is the coin worth, how many coins do I have, and I know where all the buttons are and where everything is. So it's very easy for me to do that. But when you start looking at all of these altcoins and you think to yourself, what the hell is that? Like today I saw Stephen Hawking's coin, and what was the other one? The Boris Johnson coin, and I thought, who's making these and naming them that? Like, they just literally must be copy and pasting all the favourite words into Google at the time. But what I've been doing is I've actually been coming over to this website called CoinGecko. Essentially, they draw the same data as CoinMarketCap, but they just seem to present it a lot better. So if we have a look here, you can see here you've got the 1 hour, 24 hour and 7 day change. So if you wake up tomorrow and you think, yeah, I want to do a bit of trading like Glenn was doing, I would suggest you come over to this website and then you click this little button that says here 1 hour. Now what that will do is it will show you all the coins which have pumped in the last hour, so in the last 1 hour, what they've pumped and how much. So like this coin here, Nervous Network, that one has gone up 3.5. Phone's going off. That has gone up 3.5% in just 1 hour alone, and then obviously it's gone up overall 8.5% in the last 24 hours. Now on CoinMarketCap it shows you this, the 24-hour one, but this one you can actually just view the 1 hour. So I've been using this to then go over, like you can see the recent purchase I've just bought is Kyber Network, and that was only up 1%. So now I know that that's gone up another 1.8%. So that is looking good to me. Looks like I've got to go and clean some mess up. The bath has leaked into the kitchen. Fantastic. Just another thing to add to my list of things to do. But yeah, so this is what I've been doing. I've been checking on here, having a look to see which one's pumping that hour. And then I've been going over to Uniswap and seeing if that coin or that token is on Uniswap. So if I go over to my Ethereum, you can put in here how much Ethereum. I've actually got something like 10.7. So this is what I started off with, 10.7. If you don't believe me, I'll show you my MetaMask. And you can see there, swap extract, 10.77 Ethereum. And I converted that into KNC, which is the Kyber network. Now, I think Kyber network have an upgrade coming out in the next week or so. So I think they're going to do all right price-wise. So this tells you what you would end up with. If you click the max button, obviously it searches what you've got in your MetaMask, and then it will post that amount. And then when you click swap, obviously it works out all the slippage and the pool fees and everything for you, deducts that off, and then you end up with your new shiny token. Now, because you can check all the coins that are pumping in an hour, what you may notice is if you can sort of sit around and watch this like this, or even check it on your phone, when you start seeing a coin all of a sudden go 2%, 3%, and then up to 5%, you know that it's increasing. So then you can quickly go over to Uniswap and make the exchange. You can see here that I actually already have the KNC. Let me swap this around. And this is a way that I've been telling if it's up or down or not. I know that sounds really silly, and I should probably keep track of the exact price I paid per token. But I've just been clicking on max, and it will tell you at the bottom here what you would end up with. So you can see here, if I was to cash out right now and get my Ethereum back, send the Ethereum over to Coinbase, I would actually end up with 10.9 Ethereum. So that means I've gained 0.2 something of a Ethereum, which at the moment Ethereum is about $220, $230 depending on the day. So that's a nice little, probably about 50, 60 quid. Now, I could just call it a day then, just leave it, and I'd be like, oh, I've made $50 today. I'm happy with that. And tomorrow I could try and do the same. I only need a coin to go up 1 to 2%, and then I've made that sort of money. Now, if you can do that, obviously, consistently over the month, that's a wage. Some people don't earn that as a wage. And bearing in mind, obviously, until you do your tax return, you are self-employed. So there are other benefits to being self-employed as opposed to employed. But that's what I've been doing. What do you guys think? Do you think that that's a good method, or do you think that's a complete waste of time? Do you think I'm going to lose loads of money doing that? I just come on here, I refresh the page, have a little look at the 1 hour chart. The good thing is, obviously, when you click that 1 hour, it's only showing you the coins that are in the top 100. So you know you're getting something that's obviously either been around or some news is coming out of it. It's not just a pump and dump type scheme like you get on sort of further on in the pages, like page 5, page 6, where you get like God token, and I saw Barack Obama token earlier today. All those sort of crappy projects. So this is what I've been doing, and these are the coins that I've noticed typically do well sort of from half day to half day changing. I've been doing this for about 3 days now, and I've done pretty well. If I take over to my Binance account, I actually have on here 7.3 Ethereum, which I actually started off with exactly 6 Ethereum. I actually, by the time I sent over the Ethereum, I ended up with a bit less. I had like 5.97 something, so it's just under 6 Ethereum, and now I've got 7.3. So that means I've gained 2.3 Ethereum on this account alone, plus I've got some money in Uniswap, and I'm literally just jumping from coin to coin, and it seems to be working really well. I'm not using any technical analysis, but I am trying to teach myself. I'm starting to look at like these indicators here, and you can tell that when this goes into the pink zone, it normally dips down further and then comes back up. So I've been keeping my eye on that, sort of like sellward pressure, I suppose. And then obviously I'm waiting for a good price to buy in, and then I'm just doing a market order. I'm not even doing a limit order. So like, I know you'll get a better rate if you do a limit order, but the trouble is if the price of the coin goes past where you put in at the beginning, all you end up with is you have an order here that's just always open. But you want it to obviously be fulfilled. You want to buy that token. You want to own it, and you're seeing it pump or rise, and you're like, oh god, why won't it go through? And that, I've had that a couple times with Binance. I have to say, actually, I hate using Binance. Like, I hate it. I hate this. Look at this website. Prime XBT just seems so much better. But obviously, it hasn't got the level of altcoins that this website has. So between Binance and obviously Uniswap, I can pretty much find most coins out there, which is really good. So that means that as long as I've got my eye on the whole market as a whole, I should be alright. It's when I start going, oh yeah, I'll buy, I don't know, EOS, because I think it might pump today, and I go out and I leave it, and then I come back like 5-6 hours later and I'm like, oh my god, it went to 0, or it went to like $1, so that means I've lost all my money. So that's my strategy that I've been using. What do you guys think? Please comment in the comment section down below. Please make sure you hit that like button before you leave today, guys. I'll keep you guys posted. If you want to know and keep up with what it is I'm buying, why I'm buying it, and how much I made from buying it, just join the Team Bitglen group chat. I've made it quite easy to view in the description down below. A few of you messaged me on Twitter saying, what is your Telegram group chat address? It's actually in the link down below. You can just highlight it and click copy paste, and it should take you there. So as if you got the app. So I'd love to hear your thoughts. I'll keep you guys posted on where I'm at. Obviously, hopefully I won't lose too much, because so little background story. I sent some money over to Binance, and because I haven't used the Google Authenticator in so long, I had to reset it. And because I've reset it, they didn't tell me this at the time. I've made a couple of trades, and obviously it's been quite profitable. As I've just showed you, I've made 1.3 Ethereum today out of nothing. Just literally buying coins that are pumping that hour. I then thought, oh, do you know what? I'm going to withdraw it because I don't want to spend it all and then be like, oh, I've lost all that money. So I went to withdraw it all, and it comes up saying, you're unable to withdraw because you reset your Google Authenticator. Please try again in 48 hours time. Ugh. So that means I've got about £1,700 US dollars worth of Ethereum, and I just can't do anything with it. Hence why I bought this 10 Ethereum, and I'm actually trading with that, and I'll pay back what I borrowed to get this once I get that other Ethereum through. So I'm obviously running a risk here. If Ethereum drops anywhere between 20 to 60%, then I'll be like, oh, for fuck's sake. But at the moment, we're in a good place, and I'm earning money every day because, like I say, look, you look at these charts here, and you can see this, is it Phantom? Phantom coin has just pumped 5.65%. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to, oh, it's not giving me the 1 hour. Oh, we're on the Bitcoin charts. I want Ethereum charts. Let's go back over to the main Binance page. And I want to do, what do I want to do, guys? What do I want to do? Let's say Litecoin. Okay, so I'm just going on here, buying Litecoin, and then sending it to my wallet. But like I say, because I messed about with the Google Authenticator, I had to re-download the app from the App Store. And now, but they didn't give you a message at the beginning saying, if you do this, you won't be able to withdraw any funds. So I sent them over the money, and I was like, oh, I hope this goes through. I hope I haven't messed up. So it finally went through about half hour, 40 minutes later, and then I realised I couldn't do anything with it. All I can do is just sit there and stare at it. So that's a bit frustrating. So I'm hoping that'll be resolved within the next week or so. And then potentially, with that house, it has a bit of land with it, so I might be building a house on there as well. So then I'll be really, really busy, and I'll be proper snowed under. Obviously, I still need to spend time with the wife and kids and stuff, as well as doing, obviously, the houses up and trying to run a cryptocurrency YouTube channel with Twitter and Telegram. It does start to grate on you a bit, like, or wear you down, because it's just so much work. There's always more that you can do, and there's always, you guys tend to want more and more content all the time, so it can be quite challenging. So kudos to those YouTubers that upload a video every single day. Massive well done to them. So this is where I'm at. I'm going to leave it there now because I didn't want this to be too long, but that's what I've been doing for a couple of days, and it seems to have earned me money. So do you guys think that this is a strategy that I should continue doing while I'm making money out of it, even though I don't believe in any of the fundamentals, or I don't know nothing about the team? I'm not working with Uniswap, I'm not working with Binance, I'm not putting in any referral links. So you guys should know that I'm being honest in what I'm saying. Where do you think that I should be placing my money? Should I bother trading, or should I just literally put it in the account and hope that it goes up in value? Or send it over to Nexo and start earning interest on it? Because I don't know if you guys are aware, there's a platform called Nexo where you can send your cryptocurrencies and you can actually get a loan. So say you send it £100 worth of Bitcoin, it will allow you to withdraw £50 worth of stable coins like True, GBP, or Ccoin, or whatever one they have. Once you've got that, you can then send it to your platform of choice, your off-ramp, sell it for fiat, and then withdraw the fiat into your bank. So that's really good news. It seems like Hex is starting to jump up a bit today, actually, from that price point I said at sort of 0.032. It's now at 0.033. So even Hex has had a nice little pump down. I thought, I should have just moved it into Hex, but all my coins are staked, so I can't do anything with it, which is probably a good thing, so I probably would have sold some by now. But the staking on that platform incentivizes you not to end that stake, which I really like about it, and that's why I thought that 0.03 was a good spot to get involved in. But what I'll probably do with this amount of this money that I've got, when I think Hex is about to pump like a good, like say 4 or 5% in a day, then obviously I'll probably just use Uniswap and just buy a load of ERC, what do they call it? Is it BNB? BNB sounds like somewhere you go for breakfast. But you guys know what I mean. Get a loan from Nexo, so you've got half your investment back straight away. Send it over to a platform that offers you the best interest. Nexo are offering you interest on idle assets, so you get a win-win there, as long as you trust their custodian, which is actually BitGo, which is one of the most well trusted in the cryptocurrency land. And that's really it, guys. I'll leave it there. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new to this channel. Sorry that this video has been a bit mishmashy. I just thought I'd give you guys an update. I spent the whole day yesterday driving. We drove sort of 3 hours away to go and view sort of 4 properties, which were spread out. And then by the time I got back, it was like 10 o'clock at night, and I just couldn't bring myself to do a YouTube video because I was so tired. So I thought, I'll give the guys one today because I haven't done one for a couple of days now. So I do apologise. Hope you guys understand. What I will do, I remember when I talked about that I have actually bought a house as a investment, a few of the guys have said to me, Glenn, we would like to know more about the housing that you do rather than cryptocurrency. And actually, if I'm being completely honest, I actually know more. Did you decide to do it? Hey, is that long stream? No, not yet. This is not the 24-hour live stream. I actually know more about the housing market and actually sort of the mortgage side and the finance and the doing up, the renovations of properties than I do cryptocurrency. That's actually where I would say I'm actually more useful. This Bitcoin thing and these cryptocurrencies were always a side project, a hobby, an interest for me. It wasn't just like, oh yeah, I want to do this and make loads of money out of it. Obviously, I'd love for that to happen, but actually this was more of I'm interested in this space. I've done IT at college. I did A-levels and advanced courses in IT, so I was quite computer literate, although I'm not English literate. sort of from a young age. So I was always quite nerdy, and I like the idea. I actually programmed my own game back in the day on a Spectrum, and then I also done one on a PS4. So I did a bit of coding anyway. So when this cryptocurrency thing came out, obviously it already hooked me in. But it was meant to be an interest. But now obviously I understand the game that everyone's playing. I didn't know that a couple of years ago. I genuinely thought, oh wow, these coins are going up in value, and that's it. It's going to go to the moon. Now, as long as I can make, like I say, $50, if I pick one of these DeFi projects which seem to pump every day, if I can make $50 a day, I'm happy with that. That's a wage. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to give up work and just do this, because obviously, essentially, it is a form of gambling, because I'm not doing any research into any of these projects. But all I'm doing is transferring money, hoping it pumps 4% within a couple of hours, hour, half hour. Some projects pump like, I know that KNC pumped 30-40% in one day. That would absolutely do me. That'd be sweet. So that's it, guys. I'm going to leave it there. I've said that a few times now, so I am actually going to leave it there. It's meant to be a short video, and I will see you probably from my hotel suite, where hopefully I can record a video for you guys that's sort of decent quality, and I can upload it properly with the hotel Wi-Fi. They're probably going to charge me a bong, so I'm going to go well over my data usage or something. So that's it from me, guys. I'll see you on the next video from Bitglen. Bye.